What's going on, everyone? It's Marco Han. If you guys are an avid watcher of the Phone Dog YouTube channel, you probably should know that I like cars. Now, at CES 2015, I saw a car that I've always wanted to see in person, and that is called the Tesla Model X. Now, to save you my boring story, I'm not the biggest fan of electric cars just yet. I'm pretty impressed with the Tesla Model S. I've been in a couple of them, I've driven a couple of them, and they are really fun cars, but there's still that kind of range anxiety that I have about it. I definitely don't live in a place very compact. I definitely drive a lot of distances in one single day, so I'm still very skeptical about fast charging or electric cars that have a very limited range. Fast chargers are actually making a big push in terms of charging your car and giving you more range, but I still have that whole thing about electric cars and gasoline cars. I can always fill up my car in about 2 minutes. I can't charge my car in 2 minutes, even though that is coming very soon. But looking at a Tesla Model X in person at CES was kind of like my fanboy dream kind of thing, where I got to saw a really cool looking car, and even really cool for a car, and it's an SUV, so that's really saying something, and also seeing something that has a second generation in terms of electric cars from Tesla Motors. Now, the Model X was actually at the Panasonic booth because Panasonic actually makes the batteries that go inside the Tesla cars, and this year they did have a very nice looking white Model X. It was kind of functioning. It had functioning doors, had functioning dashboards. Basically, it was a complete, almost in production type of car on the inside. I'm not sure if it really drove or anything. Probably, who knows? But it was really cool to see it in person. The one thing that really kind of stood out to me in the Tesla Model S, the sedan version, the currently available Tesla car, is the interior isn't 100% luxury. In terms of how much money you're spending on it, it doesn't feel like a car that's worth that much money, to be honest. It's a really nice car. You have a great display, but it lags, and it has just little things that don't feel like it's a very expensive car. Now, the Tesla Model X does address some of those things. The inside looks to be a lot more premium than the Model S, which doesn't really make sense because it's basically the same type of car. It, basically shares 60% of the parts, but the inside does look to be more refined. Now, we didn't get a chance to go inside the Tesla Model X because, one, they don't want you to touch anything or break anything or really take a look at anything, but it just looked like a nicer premium interior. Now, as I said, the Tesla Model X shares about 60% of all the parts that are found on the sedan, the Model S, which means you're basically sharing the same motors, the same battery types, packs. Every single thing about the mechanics of the car is almost identical. Now, the only difference is the Model X comes standard with four-wheel drive. The same technology debuted on the P85D all-wheel drive Model S. And now, I gotta be honest, one of the coolest features of the Model X is the cool-looking Falcon doors. And they're not called suicide doors or scissor doors like the same thing you find on a Lamborghini. They're actually called Falcon doors. To me, they look like gull wings, but they're not gull wings, apparently. But they open up just kind of straight out there. Now, it opens in such a way that it won't bang into the ceiling of, say, a below garage or your own garage at your house, so that should be fine. But again, it is a very cool demonstration, and I think it would be really freaking cool to pull up to a shopping mall or something and seeing somebody getting out of this Model X and the doors just kind of going like this. It really looks like Back to the Future type of stuff. It's super awesome. Now, in terms of a dashboard and the interior, in terms of technology, it looks to be identical to the Tesla Model S. Same type of display panel, same type of dashboard, I guess all IPS LCD panels. So it looks really cool, it looks really futuristic, and I think it's probably one of the best spec'd up cars of our time. Now, it's probably distracting as hell, but who really cares? Now, I spent around an hour just walking around and taking a look at the Model X, and honestly, I have to say this, I'm super impressed by the car. It looks really nice. It looks to be very well equipped and just super nice looking. I definitely can't wait until I get my hands on one, or in one, I should say. And those actually should be rolling out in 2016. Production should be starting at Q3 of this year. So it's actually not too far away from getting more production-ready models around. I'm sure we'll have reviews coming in at the start of 2016, but again, that's not that long away. So I definitely want to hear what you guys think about the Tesla Model X. I was super impressed. Again, I'm very skeptical about electric cars, but this one has me really intrigued for some reason, just because it looks really nice. Now, the Tesla Model S definitely intrigued me as well, but once I drove it, I just kind of let go of that fizz and said, well, it's a nice electric car and it's just fine. Hopefully this Tesla Model X can give me this is a really nice electric car and it's awesome, because it's supposed to have a little bit more range than Tesla Model S, and it just looks really cool. Can I just say that? It's an SUV, I know, I know, I don't know what's wrong with me. I usually don't like SUVs, but this one just looks really amazing. So make sure to leave those comments below, and also let me know if you guys would like to see some content and coverage of the Tesla Model X. Just leave me a thumbs up in the video letting me know you'd like to see that in the future, and we'll definitely make that happen here on the Phone Dog YouTube channel. And as always, my name is Marco Hanna, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.